Alright everybody, on my workbench I have 3 Klingon battle cruisers, and I think the bottom one I'm going to pick. Next year marks 60th anniversary of Star Trek, the original series, and I'm in a group called Hobby Link International, and they started on September 8th of this year, the year group build, so you have a year to do the build. I want to try to keep my fingers crossed that the battlecruiser I pick here won't take me a year, to where maybe I can do a couple Star Trek kits. I'll have a whole year to work on that. My first option was the original. This is the original battlecruiser. It's 1/650 scale, and it's a nice kit. I've had it for long time in my stash. It's the original from the I don't know if this came out in the 60s or 70s when the kit was available. I know the Enterprise came out first before they issued this one out. This might have came out in the early 70s, but regardless of the time period when it came out, this was the original. I really wanted to build this. The windows ain't cut out on the front here. It's all decals. This is what I'm trying to spit out, and I ain't got the time to modify this battle cruiser. I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera for a second and show everybody the one below this one. I'll be right back. Okay, the second choice was the Katinga. It's a 1/537 scale. This, for the size kit, it has a lot of detail. Just a smaller version because I have the 350 scale, and I know Boyd Crompton. He built this. I don't know how long ago he did build this kit. I may check out his channel again and watched videos that he did on this build, but I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do this. This could probably take me several months to do with the lighting and the detail work. On the back side of it, it shows you the kit done, which is cool, and then the other kits available, which I have all those in my stash, which you just saw the Klingon battlecruiser there, but I have the Clear Enterprise D, I have the Reliant, and I don't have that in my stash, the Romulan Bird of Prey. I did build that, and it's in my display case. But as you can see here on the bottom here, I'll go ahead, pause again, and that's the battlecruiser I'm going to build. I'll be right back. Okay, the one I decided to build is from Revell. This is a 1/600 scale, so it's about the same size as the original 650. Only thing is, on the front here it says Star Trek Klingon Battlecruiser D7 Star Trek, the original series. The only thing that Revell done, is they added detail. You can see there, and detail there, so it resembles a lot of the Katinga. And windows are open for lighting. Same with the engines. On the side box here, it gives you paints to use, I think. Yeah, all the paints to use right there. You can see it built up in these pictures here, and I think this is what I'm going to go for building for the 60th anniversary. This will be my first kit I'll be working on. Showed you some detail, other languages and stuff, and a description of it, I guess, here of the D7. But let me go ahead, pause, get this out of the box, and we can take a quick look at it. I'll be right back. Alright, I got all the parts out of the box on my workbench. You can see here. This is really cool though. The kind of pattern design that they have on the, my camera picked that up, on the top section, rear section of the battle cruiser. Now I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm gonna use the original colors that were used in the original series. This will probably be like a light gray color, and then I'm gonna come up with a pattern to color in those patterns there with like medium gray, dark gray. I'll figure out that part when I get to painting it, but that's what I got in mind. I'm not going to paint it all green, or green on the bottom and gray on top. I think if I go with darker grays, it's going to pop. It's going to look really good. You can see here the detail patterns in the back side here of the battle cruiser. I'll figure out what kind of pattern I'm going to use, but I think that's going to look good if it's just in grays. The engines are open for lighting, which is cool. The base don't look too bad, but I might beef that up a little bit if I'm going to use it. And then here's the other parts of the engine. They're open, and you can see the detail. Pretty cool. It's not a large kit, so it's not going to take up much shelf space. Here's the clear parts. I'm going to just leave them in the bag. I'm sure probably for the windows and for the engines. Does it look like those parts are for the engines? But I'm going to leave them in the bag. I'm going to take them out. Here's the front of the battle cruiser with the windows open like that. It's going to be good for no problem for lighting. And I think that's the bridge right there. I'll have that lit up in red. There's right there, you can see the detail. I don't think it'll be hard to figure out what kind of paints, dark grays and medium grays, I can use to come up with a decent pattern. Here's the engine, or not the engine, but I think it's what do you call it, impulse engines. I may have to open that up for lighting. I'll figure that out when I get to that stage. I figured I'd do like a quick little review. This is what I'm going to be building to start with the 60th anniversary of Star Trek next year. So I figured I'd do a little review and what model I'm going to start with on the group build. I'll be posting this maybe today on my YouTube channel, so everybody can see what I'm going to be entering into the group build. So I'm going to call this a wrap. And once I get done with the other kit that I'm working on, Shin Ultraman, I'll have to wash everything and get started on this kit. So I'll go ahead again, call this a wrap. Be safe out there. I'll talk with everybody later.